Hey traders, this is John Howell here from tradinginvestingforyou.com. Here is another video for you coming at you now. We are looking, or in this video, we're going to see exactly what's happening on the Russell chart. Okay, because the Russell chart is actually quite interesting. There's a lot of interesting things happening with the Russell chart, and I'll get to that in just a minute. First things first is make sure you click on that link, see that link right there. That link is below this video. After you watch this free video, make sure you click on that link and head over to a 2-hour free training event where I'm going to teach you all the details and steps to 2 amazing strategies. Okay, click on that link after you watch this video. Now, let's get into the education. I'm really excited about this because technical analysis really is a roadmap to the path of what is happening here, and I just recently did a session with my members, and I talked to them about what's likely to happen moving forward. You know what? And it's happened again and again and again, and we've picked it again and again and again, exactly what's happening in the market, and it's working so well. Technical analysis is a roadmap to what's likely to happen moving forward. Now, let's have a look at this here. We're looking at the Russell chart right now, and we're looking at a daily chart right now. Now, as we always know, the most important thing to do is if you trade in a daily chart, we always need to go to a weekly chart, okay? So it's always important to get a bigger view of that. And as we can see here, just by looking at my chart, I've already got a trend line from here to here, and that trend line is basically saying we're in a major upward trend through here, okay? Major upward trend. And what we're also seeing as well is we're seeing that the market is continuing to step higher. We did have a little bit of movement down through here, but as you can see, we had a little bit of movement probably through there. Okay, but as you can see, we've clearly broken that last night, but I won't put that in just yet because we can find a finite level on the daily chart. So for now, we can see that we have these levels through here. Okay, we have this big trend line coming through here, and we continue to overall major step to the high side. Okay, so very interesting there. And so let's actually move into the daily chart now. Okay, so now we're looking at the daily chart. We can see here on the daily chart we can see that with the actual overall daily chart on Russell, we can actually see that we had a bit of a trend line, right? And if we draw the trend line, we could probably draw the trend line from here and just extend that down. We're just going to try and connect most of the peaks, and I'd say that's through there. Why? Well, we just missed this part through here, but majority of the times, right, look at the respect through there, just a little bit more down so we can get this, respect through there, respect, and then it popped up through here. Okay, so here's the interesting thing. Russell's continuing to push higher. We have a resistance line through here, and on top of that, look at this. Here's the interesting thing. Peaks and troughs are king when you read them. Okay, peaks and troughs are king when you read them. If the market's in an upward trend, we have higher peaks and higher troughs. Okay, when the market's in a downward trend, it will have lower peaks and lower troughs. Okay, look at this here. Market came down, gave you a bit of a double bottom. See, one bottom, two bottom through here, gave you a bit of a double bottom. Ran back up, gave you a higher peak, came down, gave you a higher trough. Ran back up, gave you a higher peak, came down, gave you a higher trough. Ran back up, gave you a lower peak, but then came down, gave you another higher trough, scooped up through here. And as that high trough confirmed, that's exactly when we just exploded out of there and continued up. Now, I believe there's a lot more where that's likely to happen, and I believe this is the start of a move for something big moving to the high side. That's all I can see in the market. So, with Russell, there's a few tips here I want you to keep an eye on. One, whenever you're drawing trend lines, make sure that you have the majority of the touches. See, if I just drew the trend line from here to here, that wouldn't be relevant at the moment anyway. If I draw it from there to there, that wouldn't be relevant at the moment. That wouldn't be relevant at the moment. The whole point is that if you had to choose this trend line over this trend line, you'd choose this the number 1 trend line, and this is number 2 trend line. You would choose number 2 trend line, right? Because of the fact that what is happening with number 2 trend line is the fact that it's got more touches, okay? So whenever you're trying to draw trend lines, try to make sure you have the one where it's got the most touches there. So I'm going to remove that through there. Now the next thing we can see here is as this was giving a higher trough, we're also getting our stochastics down here. We're getting our stochastics turning up now. Now, I don't really like to use the stochastics personally when it gets into the center here. That's just telling me that nothing's really going on. It's not really bullish or bearish on the stochastics, okay? So I don't really look at that as a key indication. I look at the market price action, such as the strength in the trend, such as this here. We can see the major strength to the high side. Market continuing to push higher. So that's the strength in the trend. We're getting higher peaks, higher troughs all the way up. That is the strength in the trend. But I like to look at the stochastics as in the overbought, oversold section. So if we can see, we have this bit here. This is the oversold section through here, okay? And we also have this that was overbought section. And we also have the oversold section as well too through here. So when we're looking at that and when we're seeing that, we can see that this overall, I like to use the stochastics to show me where the major turning points are. And we can see here looking at the Russell, if I just do these points through here, okay, just the last couple of points through there, that one through there, and we also have this one through here, we can see that correlation, that correlation there did actually ensue a bit of a downward movement, right? It got exhausted and it ensued a bit of downward movement. Then it came back up again, and then it exceeded a bit more of a downward movement, okay? Then it came down to this bottom through here. And what happened? It got down to the bottom through here and it exceeded a bit of upward movement, right? Came down through here, and as it came down, gave you a double bottom. But look what happened on the stochastics here. Gave you a higher trough, right? A higher trough. So even though we're making a double bottom, the stochastics are actually giving you an early warning saying, hang on, look what's happening here. We have something else going on here. And as soon as this market pops up through there, you know there's something else going on because you think, hang on, there's a double bottom with that high trough. But look at the stochastics. The stochastics are giving you the inside secrets of what's really going on with this stock. So the market runs back up. It comes back up through here, has a slightly bit of a pullback, but then comes back up again, and then has another pullback through here. So as you can see, by using the stochastics are really giving you a really key identification of what's really happening with that stock there, okay? So fantastic. So anyway, that's it for me for this one. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Again, this is just a quick video to show you exactly what's happening on the overall markets, but also to show you some things to help you along with your own trading as well, okay? So just to recap here, one, Russell looks very bullish. It's given higher peaks, higher troughs, continuing to move up higher, breaking out of resistance and looking very, very strong, okay? Secondly, we talked about trend lines. How to look at valid trend lines. Trend lines are simply valid when the market is respecting it the most. And the third thing we looked at was the stochastics. The stochastics are a very, very, very key indication when they're looking at the overbought sections and the oversold sections. They can be very, very key. But as always, don't ever trade the stochastics just by itself. It's important to have the stochastics wrapped around the price action with trend lines as a key combination to give you the best probability out there. Okay, so if you've got price action, support resistance lines, and stochastics all coming together, then you start to have a probability system on your side. Okay, fantastic, guys. Make sure you click that link below this video right now, and that link right there, that's below this video. Make sure, if you like this video here, then you're gonna love, I'm actually gonna teach you the details and steps, all the details and steps to 2 trading systems that's gonna give you advantage on most people out there. So click on the link below. There's a video on the other side, video on the other page telling you more about that training event that we have. If you want to check us out even more, come down to our website, which is tradinginvesting4u.com. Check us out at Facebook, which is facebook.com/share trading mastery. And also, if you want to check us out on YouTube or something like that, make sure you click on that subscribe button. Or if you are watching this on YouTube, click on that subscribe button, click on that like button right there on the video, or simply just come down to youtube.com/trading and investing. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. This has been a great week. A technical analysis is definitely working. It's definitely on spot. We have caught this again and again, and it's working really, really well. Have a great weekend, guys. Enjoy your time trading, and remember, no matter what happens, say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and that is, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.